Today, I'm just giving you a quick introduction to Canva MCP. So, this is how you can use Canva in tools like Claude to essentially prompt it from the chat interface and get really great design assets at the back. So, for SEO agencies, I think this is really, really interesting because I know clients that I've worked with in the past spend a lot of time in Canva manually editing presentations for clients, whether they're sales decks or reports of campaigns, results that they've got for those clients. And that takes up a huge amount of their time. And I think AI can be a really useful tool in making this a lot easier and a lot faster for SEO agencies. So I've just had a really quick play around. Okay, so by no means an expert in using this. I'm very much in the early phases, experimenting, seeing how this new technology works. But I just wanted to create this video and put it out there in case it triggers thoughts for you and how you might use this in your own agency. Before I get into that, a quick introduction to myself. My name's Finn. I'm an AI consultant working with SEO agencies to help them allow their business to run more smoothly. Okay, free up their team's time so they can bring on more clients, handle those clients more effectively, get those clients better results, and at the end of the day, make more money for their agency. So, what craziness is this? So, what I did to start out with, I just asked it to give me a fake sales transcript because I think the more we can go from raw data to outcome, the better. And the more context that we give to the AI, the better results it's going to create for us. So I like the idea that you went on a sales call with someone and now you need to give them a proposal. So we take the transcript of the sales call where you walk through what you might do for that client and the packages that you offer, the results that they can expect to get. And then what we do is we head over to Claude and we go into the settings and into connectors and we connect the Canva MCP. Then I've had this chat. So first I asked it to create a new folder. Then I asked it to duplicate a template because I wanted to work from a template because then you could use the design that you always use for your proposals repeatedly and it would just amend the text. But that's not an option, unfortunately, at this point in time. It's not able to edit existing files. So eventually I settled for generating a design with AI instead. So it went away and it's really interesting looking at what it's come up with here. So it walks through exactly the details of what should be included on each slide. And it goes into a lot of detail based on the context that we've given it. So I think it's important to remember here that there's no amount of prompt engineering that can really solve this problem effectively for you. Or there is, but you'd have to go and get all the context from that sales transcript and put it into your prompt. So I think the ideal solution to this, and I'll explain this, I guess, as we go through, but is going to be giving it a prompt which really details your design specifications, your brand colors, and making sure that it follows a certain structure for your proposal, but then giving it the sales transcript and kind of giving it free reign to do what it wants. So it created 4 designs for me. And each design includes a title slide, the current situation and challenges, key opportunities that are presented for the SEO for this client, 3-phase solution approach, quick wins. You get the picture. So I think if you have a certain flow that you want to follow, I think it could be really interesting to include that in your prompting. And the designs that it's created, honestly, I'm so impressed with this. Got animation. I'm pretty sure. Is there another slide there? No, that is actually the slide. Okay. So it's a little bit sparse, this slide, but like how has it even done that? What even is that? That's actually AI generated. But you could replace that with an actual before and after of the client. That's like the little pieces of work that you're gonna have to go through and do to improve this. But look how well designed it is. Look how well laid out it is. And you're gonna be able to export this and send it to the client. And yeah, I mean, these are good, but the images aren't great. But like you might want to replace this with an image that you have of your own investment options, the different pricing tiers that you have for clients. And yeah, I just think overall, it's such a good design, and for you to go through that and just change the images, but you've got the structure all laid out. And yeah, this has taken on like a kind of, it was a Mexican restaurant, so it's taken on a kind of Mexican design theme here, which really you want it to be the design theme of your own agency. But I think if you include that in the prompt, it's gonna do a good job at implementing that. I just think, considering it gives you 4 options, and these are how clean they are, I think it's really impressive. So yeah, interested to hear what you think about this technology, how you might use it, and really, I just built this to spark thought. Is this something you could use? What is it missing at this point in time that would prevent you from using it? And what's really missing? So have a think, see what ideas you can come up with, and let me know in the comments what you decide to do with this. Does this just feel like a waste of time to you, or do you feel like this is something you can use in your agency? So that's all for this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope it triggered some ideas for you. If you have any questions about this, if I can be any help to you, please reach out to me on LinkedIn or Instagram. My links are in my YouTube bio, and I'll see you there. Thanks.